Anytime we can get a conference win, we're excited. I think we're growing as a team. We're learning. We're staying together. I think my favorite thing is just our balanced attack and approach. Overall, really great team win, team effort, and credit a very strong and talented UNCW team.
Tilly, can you just talk about your night tonight? I mean, you had a couple of games where shooting was a little off, and it just felt like you needed a game like this where you just started lighting it up from beyond the arc and getting your teammates going as well.
Yeah, I've had a couple tough games where it's not falling and doesn't really go my way. So this was definitely needed for my confidence and just to keep going. But yeah, it was a team effort at the end of the day. So yeah.
Yeah, Coach mentioned the balanced attack, 5 assists for you. Just talk about being out there and knowing that everybody on the floor at any time can score the ball and being able to just find anybody and get points out of them.
Yeah, I think that's our strength for real. Like, we have multiple scorers and just passing the ball. I love seeing my teammates make shots and just sharing the ball, so yeah.
Tilda, just talk to me about your ability to focus on the next play, especially when things don't really seem to be going the team's way. Like in that third quarter, there's a lot of foul trouble happening, but you were able to just focus on the next play and started lighting it up.
Yeah, like I said, I've had a couple tough games, and I just feel like that's very important to have the next play mentality. And I have my teammates picking me up, and I pick them up. So, I think that's the key for real.
Coach, that first quarter, I think 7 turnovers. Obviously, the press was bothering you. What was the message, and then what was the thought on trying to come around? And obviously, you guys did better down the stretch there, taking care of the ball. But just what was the talk in the huddle following that first quarter?
Yeah, we knew that they were going to pressure us, especially after it's been something that's challenged us each game. So I think just really being able to adjust, put people in places where they're comfortable, where we could stretch the press a little bit. I think ultimately we've practiced these repetitions day in and day out. It's just really calming us down and letting us settle into it.
Thoughts on what Tilly did today?
I tell Tilly she's the best shooter in the conference and the best point guard in the conference. That's just how I feel. I need her to feel that way and know that, every game's not going to be perfect. So, we see her do this at practice all the time. I'm just happy that it came at a time where we needed to get a good win.
And then with some of the foul trouble that was happening, especially with the bigs, what were the adjustments on defense and how did you plan to counter their offense?
Yeah, ultimately, I think it's been a while since our bigs have gotten in foul trouble. So we've been able to, the one thing about our team, we can move Zoli to the 4. Samaya can play the 5 some. So just credit Hannah for having back-to-back really strong, just defensive presence games for us, that is. So I think it's the next person up. Whoever's ready, we go and get it.
For both of you, obviously, Tilly, you're new to the conference, but 3 games, 3 tough, hard, physical games in the CAA. Just what does it mean to be at 3-0 at this point and know and have the confidence that you guys can win these games? And then, Laura, same thing, just how tough CAA play can be. How valuable are these early conference wins?
Well, it's a process, and we talk a lot about progressing in that process. So I think, younger me, and I talk to my players all the time, they think it's really personal about who we're playing against. And it's not personal for us. It's about us advancing and improving each and every single game. So having 3 wins, we're extremely grateful, but we know that we can get better at a lot of things. So I think it's really let's just keep working to get better.
Yeah, I think it's very good we see what we can do. It's early in the season and it's a long season, so even though we are 3-0, we got to step up and keep working hard.